you guys, Timid Bunny's back for Wednesday bonus gameplay or videos this time. And we have 3 weeks before Halloween. And what better way to celebrate Halloween with spooky stories, spooky movies. I found this on Meta Store. And apparently it's a compilation of different short stories that are supposed to be very creepy. And then I'm sitting down now because when I'm standing up, I tend to shake my head too much and I tilt my head too much. So I'm going to try to stay as steady as possible to show you the best view of this awesome videos or movies. And I think there's 24 altogether, so I'm estimating about 8 per day and then per week, sorry. And then happy Halloween. So enough talk. I talk too much. Let's get started with the first one. It's called Strange Encounters at the Fair. All right, here we go. Okay, it was so hard not to react and keep my head steady. Oh, Jesus, that was creepy. It started out with a creepy bunny. So let's see the next one. It's a Halloween pumpkin dance.
On stormy nights like these, whispers tell of a creature that lurks in the darkness of this very greenhouse. Some say it wears a pumpkin for a head. Others claim it has a scarred face and hands of sharpened steel. Truth or tale, no one truly knows. For those who've come close to finding out have never returned to tell their story.
Okay, that last one really got to me. Like the last scene. Let's see this next one. The creeps. Oh, God. Okay, the creeps was creepy. I, I didn't know where to look. I was like, where's it coming from? I was trying not to shake my head too far. Okay, let's do the next one. It's called The Experience.
In the late 1800s, there was a surgeon, a brilliant one, until he started hearing voices. Some say he removed pieces of his patients' brains, claimed it made them easier to control. Others say he just liked the sound of his saw cutting through bones. These zombies didn't rise from the grave. They were made. They say he died in this very room, heart cold, mind twisted. But nothing in this house stays dead forever. He hated being watched. That was the rule, the only one that mattered. If he caught you looking, he'd point right at you. And then he'd come. If you heard footsteps, You didn't turn around, and whatever you did, you didn't look at him. After he caught a patient and dragged the body down to his basement, he rewarded himself by dancing all night long, a waltz for the damned. Some say he's still here, and that his patients never really leave. They just become part of the experiment.
Well, that was disturbing, but it's kind of cool. Everyone's wearing Quest 3 headsets. That's pretty cool. Okay, the next one, it's called The Infected Ward. That was like playing Survive or Arizona Sunshine. That was pretty bad. It was just, I didn't know where to look. I could hear sounds coming from different areas, like from my left shoulder and my right shoulder. I didn't know where to turn. It was really something. That to me so far is the creepiest one. So the next one's called Dragged into the Dark.
Do you feel that? The silence. It's not normal. Not here. She's out there. Watching. Waiting. She doesn't need to make a sound. She'll let you feel safe. Just long enough to enjoy the thought. And suddenly she's right behind you. You'll try to run, but it's useless. She's faster, hungrier, and when she drags you into the dark, no one will hear you scream.
Okay, that was like the Blair Witch mixed in with The Grudge and The Ring. Sadako. I think that was her name, wasn't it? Is that Japanese version of The Ring? Okay, two more, guys. Two more. Where's the next one? The next one's called Crawling Sounds from the Ceiling. Ooh, creepy. Super creepy. Okay. Yeah, Creepy Bride, I guess. I have to say that the scariest games I ever play, Silent Hill and Fatal Frame, are the ones that got me the most. Silent Hill's the top one for sure. Fatal Frame, it seems like a simple one, but it still got to me. Okay, last one. This one's called Silent in the Attic.
They say she was forgotten, left behind when the house went silent. But at night, she still moves, restless, looking for someone new to play with.
Okay, I guess you turn into the doll. So I hope you guys are enjoying this short stories, creepy stories. Next week we're gonna watch probably 6 or 8 more, and get ready for Halloween. I don't know if you guys decorate or plan anything special for Halloween. I'll see you guys in the next one, and stay spooky and happy at the same time. Take care, guys. Bye, boo. Take care. Bye, 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 bye.